We learned yesterday when we were multiplying a decimal times a decimal, or a decimal in the tenths place times a decimal in the tenths place. Today we're going to talk briefly about a whole number times a decimal. It's even easier. The whole number times a decimal, and how you do it with the picture or with the grid. And you did have a little video on it that might have helped a little bit as a kind of introduction. But this first problem, we have 4 times 52 hundredths. 4 times 52 hundredths. All you have to do is shade in 52 hundredths 4 times, and then count the little squares. So if you see a problem, and I know you guys can do the standard algorithm, but you're going to see problems that say, this picture represents which one of these problems. And you have to be able to identify, using the picture, to figure out what kind of problem it is. So it'll look something like this, where you go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we have all this shaded in black. That's 50, and then 2 more, 52 hundredths. Then I would probably put it together. Well, it's easier to do it on a separate sheet. There's a separate one if you have. And then 52 hundredths. And then 52 hundredths. That's over too much. A lot of times you'll see them where they're right side by side but different colors. And 2 more. And they'd be shaded in. But a lot of times you'll see them side by side but different colors. So they would take this and they would color it red, and that's 48, because this 2 is already used. And then they do the other 4 over here. And then whatever's left, 52, would be a different color. So like this problem, we have 3 times 7 tenths. They didn't put the grid boxes in here. You would probably see them. But on this particular activity, they did not put it in. And I would do, let's see, 7 right here. So you'll probably see it written like that. That's 7 tenths. I mean, we all know the answer, right?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
2
2 holes in 1/10. Because if I shade it in like that, this is 3, a different color. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 2 there. And the third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so we talked yesterday that each of these big whole sections, this whole thing here, is 1. So as my assistant Elizabeth said, we shaded in 2 full ones, and then we have 1/10 left. We have 2 full ones and then 1/10 left. Thank you all for having your computers away and listening. I love it. Let's look at 2 more. And again, if it's difficult, don't freak. It's the first time I'm showing it to you. All right, 3 times 50 hundredths. Anybody know what 50 hundredths might also equal? 1/2. 5 tenths.
2 fourths.
2 fourths. Okay, so 50 hundredths is a half of this. So that would be, that's 1/2, or 50 hundredths. That means there's 50 of those little squares would be shaded in. And we need to do that 3 times. So this is 50 of those squares shaded in. So we're already graded, or we're already equal to 1, right?
1.
And then, and then this would be shaded in.
So 1 hole in 50 hundredths.
Yes.
Or 1
Or-
hole in 5 tenths.
Or 1 hole and 5 tenths, 1 hole and a half.
So 1.
One whole.
Let's look at 2 times 2/10. And again, I'm going through this quickly because it's the first time. 2/10. Now, you'll probably see them together like you did this. And 2 more tenths. Which
4 times
gives you
10.
4/10.
Or 4 out of 10.
Or 4 out of 10. Or 40%. Or 2/5. Okay, so that's just a brief quick, and we're going to look at it next. We'll work on it some more next week. Next week, we're really going to kick in 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So all weekend, I want you to tell yourself, I am going to be awesome at 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. You know why you're going to be awesome? Because you can, and I'm good. Because you can, and I'm good at what I do. And once you know that, once you know multiplication, division's a piece of cake. I promise you. I can show you how to get there and what to do. Boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless, love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees. Please subscribe to Keller GBB on YouTube.